This is lecture 6-3, Sedimentary Rocks. Sediment is defined as small solid pieces of material that comes from rocks or living things. Living things, that's when things are organic. So it means not a mineral. Remember, minerals cannot be organic, but rocks can. So sedimentary rock is a type of rock that can be organic, not necessarily, but it can form from once living things. Now, to go from sediment to sedimentary rock, there's pretty much 4 steps that have to take place. First is erosion. That's when particles are carried away from the source where they're broken down by water or wind. They're deposited in loosely packed sediment. Then the compaction is when they're squeezed together under great pressure. Cementation is when they're glued together as the mineral solutions harden. So the 4 steps for a material such as sediment to become a sedimentary rock: erosion, deposition, compaction, weathering. Erosion, deposition, compaction, cementation. Weathering is the process where the old rock, whatever it was before, whether it was a sedimentary rock, igneous, or metamorphic, got broken down by water, gravity, ice into sediment, and then it starts this process to become a sedimentary rock. Now, there are 3 main types of sedimentary rocks. Classic, which is formed when rock segments are squeezed together. So this one's going to look like a lot of little tiny rock segments pushed together. A good example would be like sandstone, siltstone. Organic is the remains of plants and animals are deposited in thick layers. So we can get coal, a type of sedimentary rock that's organic. Limestone can be another one. And typically in the organic one, that's where you're going to find fossils. That's the main one where you're going to find fossils. Third type is chemical. It forms from a solution. So multiple minerals combine together to form a rock, and it looks like a one big mineral. Fossils, again. Sedimentary rocks are unique in that they are the only type of rock that contains fossils. So most fossils form when living things die and are buried by sediments. Once those sediments harden into a rock, they preserve the shape of the organisms. We have in our classroom lots of different types of fossils. But if it's a fossil in there, it can only be a sedimentary rock because, of course, igneous comes from magma lava, which would not contain sediment. And then metamorphic, the heat and pressure forms a metamorphic rock would destroy the fossil. Now you need to stop the video, go to the lab, look over the samples, and you're going to come back to the video to get the answers to the lab. So do the video, stop the video, do the lab. I mean it. Stop the video, go do the lab. So now if you're watching, hopefully you stopped the video, you've done the lab, coming back and hear your answers. So these are the main types of sedimentary rocks we have. One thing I want to point out, with the limestone samples, you can either have chemical or organic. It depends on the exact form, but it's made out of the same things. Limestone rocks that we have, there's a big sample in there that has a fossil. The shale, you can see kind of nice little lines. Shale is a very weak rock. You can find a lot of rivers in Iowa. Sandstone is made of sand. Siltstone is made of smaller than sand. But look over, make sure you have the right answers. Ask questions if you have them.